Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Straight Line Podcast. My name is Jeremy Maartens, and today I would like to discuss with you guys two topics. The last couple days of racing at World Champs in Glasgow, and then Eastside Crits coming to Sunday the 20th of August. Now, before I talk more about the last couple days at World Champs, let me bring up a couple of very important facts. In 1997 in San Sebastian, David George ran third in under-23 World Time Trial Champs. In 1998 in Falkenberg, David George ran fourth in World Under-23 Time Trial Champs. In the year 2001, James Perry ran third in Under-23 World Time Trial Champs. Now, I know it was a long time ago, between 20 and 25 years ago, and the sport has changed and evolved since then. But the reason I'm bringing these two guys' names up and the results they have achieved is that I want to let everyone know that I firmly believe that we as South Africa have the raw talent to perform on the world's biggest stage. Those two guys did it those years. There's absolutely no reason why the raw talent is not here. Now, back to the last few days of racing at Worlds. Elite men time trial champs. Ryan Gibbons claiming a credible 22nd place. Now, I'm sure most of you will know Ryan Gibbons, know his riding characteristics. I would describe him as a tough man, a hard man, a fast man, who's got a significant engine. To run 22nd at World Time Trial Champs, you've got the minerals, as they say. Stefan de Bod ran a 24th place. Solid performance. I remember watching him at the Giro d'Italia. The first half of the time trial, he sat in the hot seat. He had the quickest time, well, more than half the race. He had the quickest time for a long time. Steph is a rider of the proven history in time trials. Yeah, solid effort. Our junior boys, Jose Kleinsmith running 51st and Reino Skitter running 61st. You can't really complain too much about that. Not too bad a performance, but I think, we're hoping for a little bit more from all around. And I just hope that lessons are learned and that going forward, our under 15s, our 17s can come through the ranks, get trained better, get coached better, and can deliver better performances on that. While I'm talking about that, this is something I feel quite strongly about. Some guys may not agree with me, but I've got this platform and I'm going to talk about it. My opinion is that if you are a younger rider, a younger 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and your ambition is to go to the Tour de France, and your ambition is to wear the rainbow stripes one day and to be at the highest level, if you're a South African rider and you live in South Africa, if there are three events where I feel that you can put your name on the leaderboard, it's very, very simple. World Road Time Trial Champs, the 3,000 meter individual pursuit on the track, and the 1,000 meter time trial on the track. For those three events, very, very simple. You don't need all the fancy racing and race skill. Time trial, you can do all of your training on the road on a smart trainer. The numbers are out there. The drags are out there. All the scientific stuff is there for you to achieve. You don't need to go spend a lot of money and a lot of time in Europe racing those races, and 9 times out of 10 getting your ass handed to you. You can do the work here. Now, if you can get a top placing at World Champs and the time trial, the IP or the kilo, if you can stand up, hopefully on the podium, if not the podium, close to it, the world teams will notice you. The time trial, very simple. Training on the road, numbers. If you can do it, you'll be up there. Same thing with individual pursuit. You don't need a fancy indoor track, covered velodrome and all those things. Yeah, they're very nice, very cool, but the fact still remains. 1,000 meters is 1,000 meters. 3,000 meters is 3,000 meters. Get the work done, get the numbers done, get the basics right. Get those basics right, you'll perform on that specific discipline. If you perform that discipline, you guys are going to recognize you. They're going to see who you are. Now, something I feel that is also, or it has lagged recently, or I'm not sure if it was as strong or as good as what it was when I was younger. Your local time trial leagues. Everybody sees the Tour de France and these teams going fast on bikes, and everybody wants to replicate these guys. But how do you do that? You have to go to basics first. You have to practice the time trials. Practice time trials in a race format. So your local club series, your local small series, time trial series. I know up here in Johannesburg in South Africa, Albion Wheelers, for the last good couple of years now, they're in a time trial series in the winter. Now, I'm hoping to promote thought process and understanding so that younger riders go, you know what, if I want to perform at Junior World Champs or Under 23 World Champs, what steps do I need to follow? What do I need to do? Well, I'm going to give it to you like this. You need to start supporting those events. Get your warm-up dialed in. Get your equipment dialed in. Get your processes dialed in. Use these races as a place to go to and prepare yourselves to get ready for the big stage. But yeah, that's enough of me talking about that and ranting and raving. I'm sure a lot of you would have watched the road races on the weekend. Same. I said it last Sunday or Monday. I'm going to say it again on this Monday, that for the elite men, strongest rider won. The elite women, the strongest rider won. Under 23 men, the strongest riders were all up there. A lot of people were bitching and moaning about the circuit. It's to this and it's to that, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to respond to that and say, well, why is it that the strongest guys won and the strongest ladies won? It was because they know how to ride a bike. I truly believe circuit racing needs to come back to South Africa, and track cycling is very important for the development, especially for the younger guys. And for any of the more experienced riders that want to go to World Champs and you want to compete and you want to be in the mix, you have to know how to ride a bike. You have to know how to handle yourself. I own a training studio. I've got 14 trainers in there. I run classes 4 times a day. And I can see the benefits. Smart trainers are fantastic. The amount of work that you can do on these trainers to get physiologically stronger and better and fitter, next level. However, there also is an important part of becoming a better rider is knowing how to handle your bike. I've joked to a lot of people over the years that when you go to a race, at a high level race, it's not like everybody puts 10 smart trainers in a row or 50 smart trainers in a row and says, okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1, poof, go. And whoever can ride the longest time at 4.5 watts a kilo is the winner. Maybe in esports, something like that might happen. But the way sports is now, you have to be able to race the race. So how do you get better at racing a race? Support your local time trial series. Support your local crits. Get involved in track racing. All of those things are going to help your overall bike riding experience. Right, speaking of bike riding experiences, this coming Sunday, 20th of August, another event of Eastside Crits held at Lords View Industrial Park. This time the weather forecast seems to be a hell of a lot better than what it was a few Sundays ago where we had, near Arctic conditions. Yeah, just to give you guys a recap of what we are doing there. Your C category, you guys are going to run 6 laps, which is about 20 Ks. B category, 8 lap scratch race, which is about 24, 25 Ks. Ladies, you ladies are going to be running a 8 lap points race. And for the A category riders, a 12 lap points race. I've said this many times. I'm going to keep on saying it, that I feel that this format of racing, not necessarily the points race system that I've got now and the short distances, this format of circuit racing is the way forward. If you look at World Champs, you ride from Edinburgh to Glasgow, relatively simple, flattish road. Then when it comes down to it, it's a circuit racing. And as South African cycling, and if we want to generate or make world champion contenders, our riders need to become proficient at this sort of racing. I made a comment last week, we can't be a nation of fun riders. We just can't be. If you want to go to world champs, you want to compete, you can't expect to do a 100k fun ride. Like up here in Joburg, you got the Bergendale, or when it happens, Race for Victory, Ride for Sight, Empress Classic. You know, all of these races are in my backyard. Those are the roads that I would train on. But from a technical point of view, minimal benefit. Yeah. So that's enough for me today. Yeah, good luck. Hope to see you guys on Sunday at Eastside Crits. It's going to be real. Cheers. Bye.